my group's topic was measurement, and um, one of the things we talked about was how we would engage the students. So um, I would start off by explaining to them that length is um, a measurement of something from end to end, and explain by showing them how end to end looks, so that way throughout the activity they um, get that that's like one of the key things that they do have to do right in order to get the right measurement. Another way I would engage them in the beginning of this activity, I would um, have them tell me how many paper clips they think can go end to end um, on this pencil. And then some might say 4, 3, 10, 11. And then after we would do that, I would have them, I would have one of the students volunteer or ask who would like to come up to the board. And then I would tell them to put, to start measuring the pencil using the paper clip. So they do one and then do another, and then they do another, and then they do one more, and then they would see that it took 4 paper clips to fit inside the pencil. You would circle it and then proceed to the next thing you could do to show them how measurement looks and using length. Then, since this is more of a 2D or a two-dimensional figure, since it's just written on the board, I would also like to show them or ask them if any of them would like to volunteer to measure a three-dimensional figure. So a three-dimensional figure could be a something in their crown box, and they would just pick it out like a marker or a crayon or a pencil, and they'd measure that object using the paper clips, and then I would discuss with them like what was the difference between measuring the objects, and then was it harder or was it easier? After that, we okay. So this next part would be the explore, and in our explore activity, what the students would have is a worksheet, and they would be working individually, and we would give them a set amount of paper clips so that way they can do this worksheet in their activity. And the reason why we did the worksheet on this one is because it has the 2D objects, so they would start it off by doing the two-dimensional objects, and the way they would do this is they measure each of the objects using the paper clips. And when doing this, before the activity, or before it, just let them know if some are hanging out. Yes, like these ones, we would say that that would have been two. So if there's still any more space that needs to be filled when they're doing this, just tell them to keep putting the paper clips until it's completely filled for the figure. And when they do that, the amount of paper clips that's on the figure is what they have, or what the number is. When they're writing the numbers down, you can be walking around the classroom just explaining to them that, um, or like seeing that their answers are correct. And if you see some having trouble, such as like trying to see where they're at with the paper clips, you can just guide them. And after that, we would start on the next activity, which would we would be